It's very possible, not very possible, it's actually guaranteed that if you have read or watched videos about AOE, Anime Original Ending for Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin, you have been confronted with the terminology that is used by those that, I'm not gonna say they don't believe in AOE, because I do not like to make it as a matter of believing or not, but those who like to discard AOE use a argument that is as follows. Scene X or difference X with the manga that we see in the anime is because of a change, no, because of a choice, artistic choice. And this is a pretty infamous, let's say, collection of words, that a pair of words, artistic choice, that hope chats and people that are inclined or think that AOE is going to happen, I do not want to use again the terminology believing, are pretty much scared of. You try that in ANRime, just post anything, even a hope chat post, and be like, yeah, artistic, this scene is artistic choice in the manga, or just write artistic choice and nothing else. People will shit on you, I guarantee that. And here's the thing, many of us do not even know what is an artistic choice, and hey, if you think about it, it's like artistic choice is a choice that is artistic, a very simple and not redundant way to say it. But hey, in this case, in the case of AOE, there is a matter, there is something that we have been ignoring for a long time, and that is the discussion on artistic choices. And I'm going to use the basis of an artistic choice to discredit what we have as proof that AOE doesn't exist based on artistic choices. It's gonna get a little bit complicated, but bear with me. This is something that I have been working for. I've been consulting with people. It's not as if I have been going through a wall of text and shit about that, but it's been taking me a long time to try to make my argument in this case. And this is gonna be specific to the AOE case. So first of all, what is an artistic choice in cinematography, television, media adapted from source material? It's a deviation. It's a deviation from the source material, from the source in any direction. It could be omitting a part, it could be changing dialects, it could be something that happens on the go in theaters, that you have the screenplays. In this situation, what we have is deviations from the manga that are not signaling. This is the whole, let's say, the meaning to it, what it actually is, following the terminology artistic choice, that when they use that, they are saying that, hey, this scene that is different than the manga doesn't really imply that there is going to be differences in the ending, and doesn't imply that what we have right now and right here at this moment is a deviation and it's AOE. It's something planned to change the ending, no, to go through the AOE route, because changing the ending, that's a very bad way to put AOE, to explain AOE. But anyway, so what we have here is the case of artistic choice. For Attack on Titan, the manga and the anime, for example, we have the scene that Eren has his eyes closed when he's carrying out the rumbling. But what we have in the anime, his eyes are open. And the case they make for that, for Berserk, Eren, for many of the things we have, is that these are artistic choices to hype up the series, to make the scenery more interesting, to make it so people are more engaged with the anime when they watch it. And here's why the whole argument of artistic choice starts to crumble and fail. First of all, what we have when you look at Attack on Titan, what Mappa has done, every single scene you have, except the ones that people call them artistic choice, qualify them as artistic choice, every single one of them, even the camera angles, are in, let's say, following the manga one-on-one. So you have a work that is being done here from Mappa, and Mappa is going to be very important in this case, and you are going to see why. We have people, you have Hayashi working on it, and when you look at the direction that Mappa has chosen with Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin, is one-on-one except some crucial parts. So when we have artistic choice is in the crucial points that point towards AOE. Holy crap, my camera froze, I just noticed. Okay, so fixed. So what we have here is these artistic choices happening at crucial points. First of all, artistic choices mostly, not every single time, happen not on crucial points, but on points that improving upon them would add something to the work. So here's the thing, here's the case I'm going to make. This is a multi-layered case of making cases, let's say. So here's the thing, the very simple fact that these differences do happen in crucial points kind of discredits the artistic choice argument. And moving away from that, we have something that's even crazier than that. For some reason that I fail to understand, that people that like to debunk AOE fail to understand, let's say, they do not fail to understand, they use that, sorry. Some people like to insist on the fact, on the speculation, on the issue, let's say, that hey, these changes are not important. And that's stupid as fuck. You can't say that this is not happening. For example, we have the scene Annie and Mikasa talking in the part 3 of season 4, the one episode special we had. Even the camera angles are the same. Then suddenly, at some crucial point, then we have the Falcon memory out of nowhere. Then we have the Berserk Titan. This goes to weak territory, but anyway. Then we have the, let's just stick to Mappa. Then we have the deviations in the Eren waking up and shit. You just fail to comprehend that these changes are happening at very crucial points. And I do understand, you might say that hey, this is an exception, and these collections of many artistic choices that contribute to AOE, and that's the next point, are happening by coincidence. Okay, so many coincidences stop being coincidence first of all. After that, we have something very interesting to talk about. Look, the very simple fact that the deviations happening contribute to AOE, again, kind of goes against artistic choice. It kind of starts being not an artistic choice, but AOE choice. You might say the whole thing about AOE is delusion. At this point, I kind of fail to comprehend the reasoning, because it's a shitload of coincidences and delusions, to be honest. But hey, you are right. These are delusions too. Now I have the very last point that is the most important one in my opinion, to be honest, is that hey, why is Mappa, that is following the manga 1v1, one-on-one, the panels, the manga panels, decides to actually, the very important points that we have, decides to have some deviations there. I would like to hear the arguments, and I would like them to not be, as I have seen, the 99% of people trying to debunk AOE is like, holy crap, we are tired of AOE, holy crap, we are tired of you guys talking about it, holy crap, why are you even talking about that? If it's gonna happen, you don't need to talk about that. Okay, so the whole thing about discussing stuff is shut down because you say that we shouldn't talk about things that we do like and we do think are going to happen or not, or anything, or even any kind of discussion. Like, humanity shouldn't have stepped forward since many millennia ago, because you decided that we shouldn't be discussing stuff that we like or we don't like or we want to theorize about. So you are denying humanity in saying that, and this is the most stupid argument I have seen in my entire life. And many of the AOE debunkers just say that, the last one, or just straight say, hey, it's not gonna happen, and these are delusions. I mean, what do you have to say about the fact that Mappa chooses every single time to make major deviations on the very same points that are important, and refuses to change the camera angle of very insignificant dialogue in the manga? What do you even have to say to that? The whole procedure is going one-on-one with the manga, so suddenly they decide to change that. And hey, this goes on and on more than that. We have Mappa having Jujutsu. I know other people are working on that, but hey, it's still under Mappa's, let's say, wing. And even if it wasn't, just bear with me. You have Jujutsu. They have changed a shit ton of things in the anime adaptation season 2, and I've been having a blast analyzing it on my Farsi channel. I do not know if you guys would like me to bring them over here too. I can do that. It takes me a lot of effort, but I can do that. But here's the thing. Do leave in the comments. Let me know. But here's the thing. This is a question I've been asking myself many times recently. We have Jujutsu Kaisen, and they are changing many things, improving upon them visually. And we are having the same visual situation with Attack on Titan, except the things that are happening in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 are not crucial points, the exact opposite of Attack on Titan. Those are artistic choices. But what is happening in Attack on Titan is the changes are happening in crucial points. Heck, if you even say that, hey, AOE is not happening, is a big trolling on part of Hayashi, Isayama, Mappa and Co., I would accept that. But artistic choice, that's the most dumb way to try to debunk something. At least try to find another explanation for that. The argument about trolling, it makes even more sense than artistic choice. You know why this video took me so long? This is a kind of a multi-layered reasoning thingy argumentation thing that I was going to implement on this situation. And it's not very easy to jump from part to part on that. You have to make your argument and make them all like a small argument, and then connect them and make it something like a let's say a train of arguments to just run over those that just fail to give us some valid explanation of why Attack on Titan AOE, anime original ending, is not going to happen. And I do understand some people that have they say, hey, the hype would be dead. That I pretty much think that the 1 hour episode, the 50 minutes episodes, debunked that and showed us that that's not more than a, let's say, childish delusion to make a Uno reverse card thingy on it. This is all I had on the matter, and I tried to have it short, and this, I think it kind of ended up being a little bit short, and that's cool because I do not want it to be very, let's say, too long. I will edit it and post it tonight. And just for the record, something very important, this video will not have much editing, it's just me talking. There is not much on that. I will just use some scenes from the manga probably, just I don't know. Thank you very much for watching, and as we say in Farsi, شبتون بخیر، روزتون بخیر و فعلا.